Hello everybody, the iLord Root here, and welcome to Let's Play Starbound. I'm not sure if I'm going to make a series out of this or not, but I will go ahead and at least, since the latest patch wiped characters, I'm going to go ahead and create a new character. I've actually had the game for a while, but since we don't really have any characters at this point, I figured I'd go ahead and, you know, remake the character, maybe record it. So there are a number of races we can choose from here. You have, of course, your humans, avians, which are like these bird-like people, apex, which are sort of like the creatures off of Planet of the Apes. There's Florin, which I guess are plant people. Uh, Hyloddles, I'm not quite sure what they are. Um, then we've got a glitch character, so I like the glitch. I think robots are cool, so um, we'll go ahead and we'll mess around. I think I'll make a golden robot with maybe a brain and I don't know, maybe just some kind of shirt. And you can, of course, change his poses if you want to. If you want, you can be female. Um, and of course, we'll give our dude red eyes. And there's some other things to mess around with here as well. Now, these guys are more or like, I suppose, medieval robots, if I understand the lore correctly. They, I mean, they're obviously a piece of, like, technological advancement, but for some reason, they think that they are living in medieval times. So, the game will probably lag just a little bit. One of the things that I went ahead and did was I ordered more RAM when I was ordering Christmas presents, so hopefully that will, change pretty soon. I guess the lag is tolerable, so you can see that we have a spaceship here. Um, and every race has a different spaceship. And of course, there are different things, like we definitely want this thing right here. We want flashlights, of course, torches so we can light up the way. And seeds would be nice. And we get pixels as a reward. And so, my next mission, of course, is to beam down to the surface. And it looks like I am on a foresty planet of some kind. So I need to look for a tree. And, whoa. Whoa, that is... That was unexpected. And I got hosed almost immediately. So I'm gonna have to find a way to do something about that. Perhaps, I should invest in armor as one of the first things. But, oh, there's a tree. Let's just hope that, let's just hope that, you know, these, trees or whatever, or not these trees, but, oh, what was I going to say? I totally forgot. Let's just hope I have a ton of wood, which I do. I have over 30 logs, so what I can do is I can go up here to my build menu, and I can make wood planks. Now, how many do we need for a wooden crafting table? It's 35, so, what we'll do is we will create, maybe 12 of these. That'll give us one spare wood to deal with. And, that will be just fine. So, next thing we need to do is, obtain a bow and create some meat. So we'll just set this thing down here for now, for lack of a better place to put it. And, we have our wood, but we need plant fiber, which we can get from these vines here. And we'll just go ahead and do that. So, looks like we also... we grab us some plant fiber? That does not appear to be the case. Oh, we'll try this. Unfortunately, unlike Terraria or Minecraft, there's no real way to farm, like, wood and stuff. But we should have enough plant fiber, at least, to, let's grab some pixels while we're at it. We should have enough plant fiber to, build our bow, which we fortunately do not need arrows for. So, let's just do some quick inventory rearrangement and put this bow up here and maybe grab us some food. There sounds like some kind of enemy here. I don't know if that's going to be hostile or not. It's usually hard to tell. And we got ourselves some meat. And of course some pixels. I guess I didn't really explain the pixels all that well. What pixels basically are they are basically these, they're your currency. And just grab that iron right there. And the nice thing about them is that if you find something you like in a dungeon, which we will find pretty soon, then, what you can do with them is you can take the deal, put it in your 3D printer, and then, you know, basically, where's our wood at? You can then basically, set this up so that, you can print out things that pretty much, you know, I need to build a furnace next, but you can build these things that, oh, that does not look good, whatever that is. I'm just gonna take care of that food. These guys occasionally drop leather too, which is really nice. Whoa! Can that guy reach me? Yes, he can. And we'll just, we'll kill him real quick in the hope that, we might get some meat out of it. Oh! Looks like we're in a struggle to, yeah, that guy pretty much toasted me. I'm not quite sure what race they are. I think they are robots like me. Which means, of course, I am, about the only robot to have escaped. So, like, the deal is like, I'm sapient. I'm a sapient robot, which is, I guess considered undesirable in the robot society. If I remember from the wiki correctly, the, robots that are sapient are considered defective. Well, that's no good. So yeah, in the early days it seems like you will, or the early portions of the game, it seems like you'll die a lot. And maybe that dude will drop me a weapon of some kind that I can use. So one of the nice things about this is, this game is that you can actually get upgraded weapons. So it looks like I have a tent, which is going to be really useful for me because, that'll mean that, you know, I'll be able to sleep and recover some of this health. We've also got what appears to be a chest, which contains flares, bombs, and pixels. And we can take that chest, and when we get about 300 pixels or so, what we can do with it is we can, bring it, you know, back to the shop and stick it into the 3D printer. That'll be useful for us because, what we could do with that, it looks like there's a wee bit of iron down there too. We'll grab that here in a bit. But what we can do with that then is we can take this and, actually, you know, print, you know, duplicates that we can use to store things. Let's just grab, this fireplace. I'm gonna hit E again and, see, what's needed for a stone pickaxe? I need one more cobblestone. I think I'm just going to go get that real quick. But the point is that once you have a furnace... Oh. This guy is not happy at all. There we go. At least we got meat out of that. But anyway, once we do that, we can essentially take this thing and I forget what I was going to say here. Oh yeah, we could take that farthest spelt ores. And I'm just going to use this bow again. Fortunately for me, this guy is trapped. Which is, good because, it seems that the monsters do a lot more damage now than they did in the previous beta release. And usually there's a armor you can get as well. If we find copper, like there's copper right there, we can make armor out of it. I'm just gonna build me first of all a pick though. Except, what do I need for a pick? I need wood. So I'll make some wood planks for my pick. I'll just get me a few more of those. I guess I need to go chop down another tree pretty soon. But, yeah, I can make plenty of stuff this way. Yeah, I definitely gotta chop down another tree. So let's just go ahead and do that. And the hope is going to be that we'll have enough wood to, essentially get us to where we need to, the amount of planks we need, because we have, what, 18? It's kind of hard to know. We have 10. And so what we can do now is we can take this, and we'll just turn all that into wood planks. Now, as I recall, we actually have 2 inventory spaces here. I'm going to stick this wood into my materials backpack. And we will just build ourselves a stone pickaxe. And then, let's see, do we have enough stone for a furnace? The answer to that appears to be no. We need to go mine out that quarry, which is just as well because we also want that iron. Now, on a small planet like this, you'll usually find, in addition to all of these other things, you'll find at least 1 dungeon. Now that, in my opinion, was not a dungeon proper. That was, that little area was more of a, I'm not quite sure what to call it. I guess it was a base. Well, it looks like there's a plant there. Got something called egg shoots. And, anyway, the basic idea is these dungeons are nice because they more or less consist of things that will help us more or less, advance. Like, we can make weapons, for instance, but with dungeons, you know, you can often get your own weapons. So I'm gonna go ahead and one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this crafting table and go back up to the ship, because even though I'm out of fuel, I incidentally can beam back up to my ship, so we'll do that because it's getting cold. And we will make, I guess, something that resembles, a little crafting area, so let's just go ahead, we'll make these wooden platforms. Those are quite useful for us. And there are a lot of things we could really do with that. We can, it looks like I'm missing one. Oh, no. There we go. I had just enough. I got a buckler of some kind, it looks like. But, we can create, or we can put down this crafting table, rather. And we'll create a furnace as well. And we'll just take this and, we will, cook ourselves up some iron, which isn't hard to do at all. Oh, we got 15 iron. And, as you can see, it takes like 2 ore to make, iron ingots, or really ingots of any kind. But we can take, that create... Well, I thought we had iron bars. Did I not take them out of the furnace? We still look, it looks like we need a little bit more iron. But we're doing well so far. I mean, despite the fact that I've died just a little bit. You know, it's... I think I've done okay. And we've actually... Those hides that drop, so far they, at least last I checked, they give the best, armor. So I want to be collecting those because we definitely want armor for our activities. And so I'm just going to go over here, do some exploring. There's some copper there, it looks like. So let's just grab that. And we will, we'll take that and we'll make, our anvil. If we have enough, we'll make an iron hunting bow, which will help protect us. Or we could in fact make, oh, yeah. Maybe I need to rest. And the nice thing about that is you can just basically set down this tent and sleep in it. And you'll gain health. But anyway, the iron hunting bow is nice because what you can do with it is you can take that hunting bow and do a lot more damage with it, which means that when we hunt, um, we'll be at less of a disadvantage. And there are other things as well. We might go ahead and explore a cavern or two. And we could also, let me bring up my inventory, we might make a few more torches as well. Now, unfortunately, there's no way to store your money at the moment. And the deal with the money is that your death penalty is you lose half of all of your pixels whenever whenever you die. So you do have to be careful. Now, I think I need to go ahead and, I need to go ahead and eat real quick, and then let's see if maybe I can't cook this. No, I need I need a furnace of some kind, so maybe, or not a furnace, but a campfire. Well, maybe I can cook on this thing, this barrel here. And we'll just cook us up some more meat. So, yeah, we'll take that, we'll go back down to the surface, and I think what we'll try to do is we'll try to, get some more, food, some iron as well. And maybe some leather if we can hack it. It doesn't seem to be the case, but we'll put down a torch here. Maybe look for, whoa. See, I'm not gonna be able to save myself if I get too injured. But maybe I should focus on making copper armor next. Oh, we got leather, it looks like. Which is a good start. And we got, looks like plant fiber as well. We can get... Oh, dude, there's some more iron. We'll have enough for an anvil, it looks like. Which will be needed in order to make, our armor. Now that is interesting. I wonder how to best deal with that. We'll just grab this plant fiber real quick, and then we will I guess cut ourselves open a little ledge. So, yeah, I mean, they've definitely rebalanced the game since I've last played it. Unfortunately, we'll be able to engage in farming pretty soon. I just have to, get back up to the surface. And we'll go ahead, we'll smelt ourselves some iron first. And that should give us exactly the amount of iron we need. And then, let's see, what do we have here? I'm not sure if that actually will do anything for us yet, but, you know, we'll go ahead, we'll smelt this copper, and then I'm going to make, I guess, an anvil. We'll just see if we can set that down anywhere. We'll put that here. And, what do we have here? We have a weapon that does 4 DPS. This hunting knife requires 10 iron bars. And so, what we want is maybe this single-handed weapon wouldn't be such a bad idea. Except that's a two-handed weapon. Let's see if we can find, maybe these knives here would be the best thing to focus on. And we'll do that, so it's, I guess the other thing we need to do is we need to sleep again. But, yeah, at any rate, we just have to get stuff to make armor. And I think I'm going to focus maybe on getting a helmet, which we will need to make a loom for. So we might go ahead and construct a loom to make that leather helmet. Now there are other things too, like we can improve that hunting bow. In fact, we probably should so that it does more damage. But the main deal is that we'll want to make ourselves less vulnerable at some point, so we can, there we go. We can use, let's see, where's that iron hunting bow? That requires 15 ingots. That may be a better choice. I guess it depends on what we're trying to do, although our current weapon isn't really sufficient for what we want to do. Might as well make, a stone hoe as well so we can farm. And what else do we have? We'll make, a yarn spinner. We need 100 planks. We might, chop down the stuff for that once we, once we get sufficient. Or I will go ahead and, whoa! Well, that was not expected. They're going to hose me pretty quick if I'm not careful. this time I'm going to equip a weapon. And it looks like we're being attacked by this weird six-eyed bee. Where is this guy? There we go. Oh no, I did not plan that out very well. Let's see. What's that? Oh no. This may be the end of me. Particularly because, I can't really fight back at the moment. Let's try this again. Maybe I'll have some amount of luck this time. You can see the hardest thing with the bow is maintaining a good aim. That's something that we'll find ourselves dealing with the more we mess around. I mean, really the important thing right now is that we make more torches and find us some, they'll definitely want to find us some, more in the way of, I guess, armor. That seems to be, for the time being, the most difficult part of the new patch is... Oh. There we go. I mean, at least we have plenty of meat at this point. We got these guys we'll have to deal with as well. That unfortunately, despite having this slit here, I don't know if I can reach. Now, where's this dude? This is not going nearly as well as I had hoped. What I should do at this point is I should be making a bed. In fact, maybe I'll do that. Let me just grab my pickaxe here. Flatten out a little spot for me to put down a crafting table. And we'll make a couple torches. And we'll turn the rest of this into wood. So we've got here a crafting table, which would be nice to have. We can put that back up on the surface. And we'll make a bed. And that'll help me out just a little bit. Because otherwise I will surely die. And so where's that bed of ours? We'll just sleep in that bed real quick. And hopefully we'll find enough iron or enough copper to build a suit. Let's see, how much do we have in the way of leather? We still need like 10 to make a leather helmet, which will give us the most protection. Now, interesting thing is that when you sleep, you always sleep naked, it looks like. Which is really quite bizarre, I guess. Some people sleep naked, I don't. But, apparently my character does. And so we'll just, we'll get this guy back up to health real quick and see if maybe we can't do something to get him armored up. And so let's just do ourselves a favor and I guess we'll have to be careful not to let out too much of the wire. It looks like there's iron there. And I think I can actually, yeah, I can still hop up there. Just grab us some cobblestone on the way as well. So what we'll do, we'll put down a torch here. Unfortunately, we haven't really run into any tech yet. We do have more in the way of coal, it looks like. Which will be nice for us because we do want to want to have coal for two reasons. The first is basically so that we can power our ship. As it turns out, coal is ship fuel. So that would be a good thing for us to have. But in addition to that, there's also the fact that, can we get back up there? Oh, good, more iron. May be able to make some iron weapons after all. But in addition to that, of course, you can make torches with it, which is very useful for exploring. I mean, you got a flashlight you can use, but I'm not sure that I want to necessarily depend on that flashlight. So we'll just put down another torch here. It looks like we have broken into a cavern of some kind, and we'll have to be careful down here, because as we get deeper into the caverns, there turns out to be more in the way of mobs. So you got this risk versus reward thing going on, where the deeper you go, the better off you are, but in terms of like resources, but with the caveat that you have to be prepared for the environment, which includes things like stronger mobs, but also, believe it or not, would include things like having to deal with the cold, which we'll have to deal with shortly. And you can actually die from freezing, so it's worth pointing out that you do want to be aware of that whenever you go mining. It seems like the distribution of copper isn't so great here. Which means copper may be a rare resource on this planet. But I think when we get back up to the surface, we'll have a pretty good, idea of, I guess how our resources will pan out. And is that silver there? I might just go ahead and grab that. I'll just grab these pixels real quick so I can take them with me. I do believe that is silver. Of course, we are now near gravel, which, if you played any other games with stuff like gravel in it, it's quite interesting to say the least. How am I doing on my resources? I have 25 iron, which essentially means that, oh, what is that? I'm not sure if I want to mess with that. They seem angry. But, yeah, it essentially means that when we get up here, that, we'll at least be able to, we'll be able to do some pretty nifty stuff. Let's see if I can just lure that guy down here. Well, that's a little bit unfair. That should have resulted in his death. Oh, good, we got more leather. So we'll just go back up to the shop and we will smelt this iron. And maybe build us an upgrade. Because it is about high time for an upgrade. Let's see, what do we want? I think I'm gonna take this iron and I'm going to build a way better weapon. Maybe this hunting knife here. Sea dagger home. So what we'll do is we'll put this hunting knife up here. Oh, that's nice looking. And maybe I can defend myself a little bit better as a result. I'm gonna do some surface exploring. And we'll see if this passes the test. This seems to definitely be a much better, deal. But maybe I'd actually do some exploring now, because of that. Now, if the scale of the hunting knife is this big, though, you have to wonder how big these characters actually are. I mean, this is a pretty big knife. So, I mean, this is definitely something that we'll want to be careful with. But on the flip side, we are, oh, that's a nice little cache there. I don't mind if I partake of that. I mean, we will have to be careful nonetheless, about how we approach this. I think maybe my next, upgrade will go into another bow. So that, well, I could do armor, the bow, if it's more efficient, will, give me the, it'll give me the advantage of, being able to hunt faster. Because of that, that may mean, that I might, do better. Now, that's interesting. We found an ape. Whoa! So we found a little apex complex that had lots of really cool stuff in it. And this is the stuff that, like, above ground, like, you want to look for. I'm just gonna grab, that iron real quick. It seems like a good, thing to try to get. And those are some pretty cool doors, in my opinion. I think I'm going to sleep real quick. Maybe get some health back. And once we do that, hopefully we'll finish exploring the surface. My guess is this is probably a really small planet, so we may not have much more to go in terms of the exploration. However, we do have that thing going on to where it's you know, it's almost that fall actually is a little bit worse than or almost could have killed us, so we would have had to we would have had to have been careful there. However, it looks like we did find a copper deposit, which is going to be good because we do need to make armor. And that copper will help us towards that. And pretty soon we might also plant stuff as well. So we'll just go ahead, we'll do that. Oh cool, there's a cavern in here. That might be an interesting place to check out later. Now I was gonna say if I do decide to keep the series going, which I may, I'll probably do so while I guess sharing this character as like the main character on one of the servers I play on. And I guess part of the reason for that is there's really no reason not to. It's one of the deals is that you could essentially, you know, migrate between servers, just like in Terraria. This looks like it's about to get quite dangerous. Even though, we have, the means to take care of this, I think I'm just going to shoot these guys from the underground, if I can. This is quite possibly the best hunting spot ever. There we go. So we'll just... Ooh, we'll grab that real quick. Unfortunately, because there's a tree there, we will have to burrow out a different way. And it looks like, in fact, we'll be wanting to come up this way. But that should give us enough room to get through, and we'll have ourselves a little hunting spot here. And so the question is, well, first of all, is this place worth investigating? The answer to that is probably yes, but we will want to, of course, be careful in doing so. We definitely want to make more torches. So we'll continue our exploration here in a bit. We just gotta get up over here. The nice thing about doing all the grunt work for this is that looks like there's another settlement of some kind up here. Interesting. It looks like a glitch settlement. We'll just burrow under it. I get the feeling that we are about to run into an enemy of some kind. Well, that's interesting. I've never quite seen anything like that. We got diamonds out of that. Wow, that's... I haven't run into diamonds in the game. I mean, I know that they exist, but that's still pretty nifty. So we'll just heal up real quick, and finish our survey of the planet. And then once we do that, I think we'll be golden to, oh, that does not look good. Whatever that is. We'll be golden to, go ahead and end the episode. And then, I don't know, I may continue it, we'll have to see. I guess it just depends on whether or not it's really that interesting to watch me play Starmaid. Or not Starmaid, Starbound. Starmaid is a completely different game. Let's see what is on this other side. I think we may be hitting the... Whoa! Well, that is interesting. I found me another biome. Which means I may need to hunt up some leather. This planet does appear to be quite a deal larger than I thought it would be. It looks like we've got like cherry trees there. So you should, yeah, I'll go ahead and get that mineral deposit real quick. It's supposed to have been something they added in after the patch. I haven't seen more than one biome on a planet before, so it's really quite interesting to see it. And maybe we'll run into some interesting plants here. You know what, I'll extract that iron. We should, by the end of this, have enough pixels to make us another weapon so we can dual wield. Oh nice, there's a nice little copper deposit down there. And that'll definitely be useful for us because, I think almost all the armor in the game requires copper armor as a foundation. Don't ask me why that is, it's just the way that the game developers designed it. They may have changed that though. I think we've got our weird, rabid bunny people up here. So can we reach that? This is definitely, quite interesting. That bird seems to be docile. Oh, cool, we got, more leather. Well, this definitely seems to have, helped us out a lot. We just have to leave that dude alone. Is there a tech in there? Some Molotov and gold ore. So we're probably going to have to start beaming back up here in a bit. It looks like we've reached the end of that zone anyway. It looks like we did find another dungeon. And I ended up killing myself in the process of exploring that dungeon. But we should be able to make armor now, which is going to be nice. I guess we'll start by smelting this iron so that we can make ourselves another weapon. That way we can do twice as much damage. And on top of what we already have, that should be quite helpful for us. And I'll just smelt that copper. In the meantime, we'll cook some meat. Let's see. You know what I'll do? I'll stick one of these. I'll show y'all the 3D printer real quick. It's pretty simple to do. All you have to do is stick what you want in there. That's 125 pixels. And then I can come back with 500 more pixels sometime later and deal with that. Let's see, there is our copper ore. We'll just build ourselves some armor. So I think let's see, that chest piece has how much for? We'll build us some copper greaves. And we still need about 10 more for the helmet, so I'll build another hunting knife. And that'll mean that for the first time, we actually have something in the way of armor. What else was I going to build? I'll put that hunting knife up there, so we now have 2 hunting knives. And the bow, we need how much more for the bow? Oh, we need to go out and kill stuff, which means I need to go over here. This makes us a lot. It makes it a lot easier for us to kill things, which is always nice. Well, I actually got pretty lucky on this leather. Maybe I should pop down the bed real quick and rest. Of course, in order to do that, I need to chop down this tree. If I can get it to go. I think the next thing I need to build is an axe to make it go a little bit faster. Oh, we'll just set this thing down and have ourselves a little bit of a nap. Explore the rest of the continent, and then, maybe build leather armor so that we can survive the cold night. Because as I recall, leather armor is the best armor you can get. Now I could of course build the racial armor. There's this armor called Knave's armor that increases mining speed quite a bit. But we'll have to dig up enough copper in order to really make use of that. So, I think we're about recovered. I'll just give it a couple more seconds. And hopefully, we'll have enough in the way of our, by the end of our exploration, enough, whatchamacallit, leather. Yeah, we'll have enough leather to make a leather helmet. So we'll just come over here. And there we go. We'll try not to, oh wow, it's a thing beam. Oh, but that was no good. That was hardly what I wanted at all. Let's see. I do know we have enough to build, enough wood at least for us to build, this yarn spinner. There we go. That's going to be necessary in order for us to build, our leather gear. So we can make, a snow infantry helmet. It looks like, they brought down the armor on that quite a bit. So we'll have to be careful with that. I guess, the deal with the snow infantry helmet is that it's, way back when it was actually one of the more powerful pieces of armor that was in the game. We'll get down over here and try our best to, we'll try our best to, get to that tower and occupy it. definitely want to sleep before I engage those guys. They're probably going to kill me otherwise. And what we'll do is we will lure them over here one at a time. And you know what I'm gonna do? In fact, I'm gonna get rid of this guy up here. And they do drop a lot in the way of pixels, it looks like. So, we'll just we'll heal up real quick. And hope maybe that that we, you know, maybe might find something a bit interesting. I mean, I guess as long as we're exploring, then we might as well look for interesting things. So we'll grab our bed. And they got us a stim pack of some kind. Now that guy is almost certainly going to kill us if we don't dispatch him. Let's see, what do we got here? We have a glitch chest. I'm gonna take that because I rather like that. This planet has turned out to be quite a deal bigger than I expected. I figured, you know, we'd actually probably get to the edge pretty quickly. That appears not to be the case. It appears this planet is actually quite expansive. On the flip side, we are getting a lot of bricks out of this, so there is a glitch castle, and that is going to mean that we're going to have a fairly you know, a fairly big dungeon to run. So we've got the king that we're fighting. Whoa! Man, this is actually, in my opinion, quite cool. And this would make for a pretty good base if we could change where we teleport down to. But we've got, it looks like a hidden cavern of some kind. Diamond ore, a weak badger, 52 pixels. Which is not bad. I think we will pretty soon reach we'll reach our goal pretty soon. And when we do that, when we get to the other side of this planet, which may or may not be happening anytime soon, I hope so. Um, when we reach the other side, then we'll be able to, we'll call it quits. I think that other side would be that one tower that I died in. Wow. There's something nice. So we're actually getting quite a deal of experience out of this. Now what's that? Whoa! That guy. That is no good. What does a yellow stim pack do? I guess there's only one way to find out. It may be the only thing that I'm glowing. That guy, I'm gonna have to come down and kill him eventually. He's, that guy is pretty mean. And really what I should do is I should, at some point, start making bandages. But, this is definitely turning into, quite, quite an ordeal here, this exploration. And I'm sure the video is getting pretty long too. It's probably like 2 hours long by now, which means I probably should cut it off pretty soon. But what we'll do is I'll call that good enough for now. And we will try to find we'll try to find that tower real quick. You know, I could have sworn this planet was not nearly as big as it is. It's got a lot of stuff in it. And there's gold there. Maybe a chest with a tech in it. That would actually be really cool. Oh, we'll just grab that silver. And what do we have in there? A stone pick, 3 torches, and a useless shield. I'm just gonna leave that there for now. And now we have an Apex facility. That's pretty nifty. Oh, we will definitely We'll definitely get something out of that, I'm sure. Let's see, that's 11 DPS two-handed. Let's heal up a bit as well. I know I'm doing that a lot, but you never can tell when you're going to need the health. I mean, it's one of those deals to where, you know, you can easily get your ass handed to you if you're not careful. And being that I'm not very well armored, we don't want that to happen. So we'll just, we'll grab the spud here. And I think we're near our destination. I mean, there's really no telling, but... This seems maybe like the landscape we were near before. And that will be good for us. By the way, one thing I did forget to mention about this game is just like in every other survival game out there, it's bad to be out during the night. Now, in our case, we may or may not be able to survive it. Generally, the nighttime monsters are 3 or 4 levels harder than the other monsters. That's something to think about. I mean, it's there we go. I think we're close by, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember seeing any gold ore. Now, I may just, you know, end it here in a couple of minutes, just because it's, just because of how big everything turned out to be. As I'm definitely getting to the point to where I'm not recognizing the landscape. I don't remember any of this. And so the question I think is going to be, will we, have enough armor to A, get the benefit of getting protection from the freezing weather, but B, also survive. And I think we'll have the materials at least to make, better armor. But we may not actually, you know, we may not actually have, we may have to pick and choose in terms of our survival, which is more important to us. Because it'll probably turn out that, you know, we will be severely under-armored. I think that the guy is thankfully docile. Now here's an interesting question. Can I make a bandage? I sure can. We'll just use that to heal a bit. I mean, we've actually got pretty good loot so far. If I can... I bet you that got put in my other backpack. Our loot is, incredibly awesome. Well, that's no good. I mean, I'm hoping at least that, we'll have, a fairly, Wow, I just killed a duck-billed platypus. Oh, that's certainly interesting. We got another Apex facility, it looks like. This is... Yeah, this is a much bigger world than I figured it would be. I'm just gonna teleport out of here for now. But, in the interim, we can make, we can make a lot of really cool things now that we've dug up a bunch of iron. And we might even be able to go to another planet if, we really feel like it. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upgrade this hunting bow. That is not a bad deal at all. And I'm gonna go, I'll make me, it's got an armor value of 2. That chest piece has an armor value of 2 as well. And I'm gonna make me, that bow, of course, and we'll just check on our resources. We'll smelt us up some gold and see exactly what we can do with some of this other stuff. So I think we can definitely make diamond tools now. But we'll need platinum. And, let's just see how big this place is anyway. This is actually a pretty big planet. So, maybe I shouldn't be surprised. If we look at our surrounding solar system, we have other planets here, like we have this Alpha Flamox system as a level 1 desert, a similarly sized forest, and a gas giant. And we have ice planets out here too that are threat level 1. So anyway, this has been Dialoid Root, and I will see you later.